answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You can't block me.
Wait.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
A lot of tight ends. Just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. 180.
58, come on. Big stop, G. Big stop.
11.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines, 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. 13.
No.
1, Omaha.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat him.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Now let's get there. Check. Check. Slam. Check 3.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. The stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best, to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
21.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
58.
Now Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. The gain of 39 that time. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Right there, 54, right there. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Just like that. Shoot! Watch the shoot! 21. Go.
They'll run for it with Hines. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the pass. Check 3.
They run. It's Gurley. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Throw here. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
11.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo now. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Second and 15. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He'll drop to throw. And Tate's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the Packers' 37-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Watch the whip.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 21 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Garoppolo at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. First and 10. Now a give right side. It's Hines, and he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 54. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going
11. Get hot.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha.
Get hot.
To throw is Garoppolo. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Gurley. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check it back. Watch the safety creep. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's go now. Let's go tight end. Let's go right here now. Set.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Hey, ready? 57. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Check 43. Shit.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ready? 51 the mic. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go. Set. 15 running. 15 running.
Go, D. Let's go. Check 4. Check 4.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here we go. 60 out low. Hey, tight down. There you go. Go. 951. All dead.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 21.
And it's third down.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
Gurley. Well, I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
On first down, Hines. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Watch a slant.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, defense.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He's going to look deep for Moore. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle.
Touchdown, Packers. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. On play action, they'll throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Switch. 36. Undercross. Patch it.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Switch gears.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Let's go.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He is going to find Hill here. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Garoppolo now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3 bucks. 21.
They run the counter. It's Hines. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Hightower able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
They can't hang with us. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike.
Garoppolo looks to throw. It's Hill, complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
13. 50, Mike, 50. Let's make it happen.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to look deep for more. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Brings up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80! 58, right there. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Packers, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries, competition.